It's been too long. I'm honestly like nervous. I have to drink a beer. I'm like nervous to talk to people. I haven't seen a person in like a month. Everyone wants to know what happened to me and why I haven't been dropping music in like I haven't dropped anything in like 4 months really, and I didn't post on here for like a month, and I was just kind of losing my mind. But more than that, I just wasn't really happy with the image I was trying to play on here, portraying to like make money. I felt like the whole time I was in Mexico, I was really stressed out to make money to like survive because it's not like I make like a lot of money off this. And so I was just scared to be myself, you know. A lot of the time, people, I don't blame them, like every other artist in this, I don't blame them. I'm like this too. Like, we're scared to come on here and like talk, you know. We're scared. It's like being a politician, you know, like you have to like, and I don't want to do that shit anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, I can't, because it makes you go crazy. And what I've realized is all these, I don't know, just everything about this music stuff will make you go crazy if you really try to, if you really try to do that. And I think I was delusional for a bit and thought like, oh, I can like be this big artist and so, or so, you know, and like, not that I don't think I can, it's just that I don't really want to. And to me, it's not really worth it to not be myself, you know, like, um, I just want to be able to come on live all the time and like post whatever I want and do whatever I want and just totally be myself, because I think I was trying to be like a rapper, and I was trying to like put out this front of like the cool guy and be mysterious, but in real life I'm like pretty OCD and hyperactive and like ranty and like um I don't know. I just think like I just want I'm just I just feel like none of you guys know who I am. And maybe I feel a lot of artists feel that way because we all kind of do like personas, but it's like it's a good thing because then when people hate you, you're like, well, they don't know me. But when people like you, it's like, well, they don't really know me. So I just, to me, it's like I just want to be myself on here and stuff like that. But really what happened was I was living in Mexico all winter. I'm from Canada, and the lockdowns and stuff here are really bad. So I went to Mexico all winter, and it's not like I was making a lot of money off the music and stuff. And I had my ex with me, and she couldn't get a job there, so I was like financially supporting her as well. So it was really stressful to like make money off music, and like it was really stressful to like do commissions and do reposts. Like all that stuff was just to make money, and I kind of put like my music to the side and just worked on making money. So it's like I didn't want. I was already stressed out about that, and then around the whole like oh shit kind of happened. That was just really me that being built up and like mad at myself that I wasn't being myself online, and like I wasn't able to like I just didn't like the direction of everything was going in the whole scene or whatever, and I didn't like how people they just never accepted me. The whole scene, that whatever you want to call it, they just never accepted me. So I was just like, fuck these guys. Like I hate the whole all of that. I don't know. So then that kind of made me lose my mind. I was really stressed out in Mexico, and then I had fake cops come to my house and like pretend that they were cops and try to arrest me and try to kidnap me and stuff. So then that was really stressful. And after that, I moved around from May 11th to September 1st. I was moving around once like every week to like a new um to like a new Airbnb or a new like friend's house, sleeping on friends' couches, sleeping on my uncle's couch, sleeping like even in Mexico, getting like really kind of shitty Airbnbs where you're like in the kind of hood. And like in Mexico, you can't really. Everyone's up at 7 a.m. in Mexico in the town because you can't sleep past then. Like there's trucks going by playing music, there's roosters crowing, there's everything. So couldn't sleep. like when I was in Costa Rica, I couldn't sleep at all. There was like a family. Like I literally went all summer without sleeping. Like literally didn't sleep. And I've always had like insomnia type shit, but I was losing my mind. When like August, I was absolutely losing my mind. And I was just burnt out from like trying to do music videos every week or two, trying to like play the fucking game too much. I was trying to be something that I'm not. I was so caught up in this music shit that I wasn't even like focused on my relationships. I wasn't focused on like making myself happy, my health, anything like that. The only thing I was focusing on was making this music work. And I know a lot of people that make music probably feel the same way. Like, I know a lot of you guys feel that way where it's like, if this doesn't work, what am I gonna do? Like if this doesn't work, not only am I not gonna be happy, I'm probably not even gonna survive, and I can't like just live my life with a job and a normal life and like whatever. And like for so long I've felt that way, and for so long I've put so much pressure on myself to make this work, and the more I got followers or whatever and talking to industry people and talking to people I've always looked up to and stuff, the more I realized like this isn't cool. Like this isn't even what I want. Like it's just like any job, and no one knows what they're doing. Like when you're a kid, you don't really a part of growing up is realizing that adults are just like big babies. That's like a part of growing up as an artist, is just realizing that like all your like idols and the people you look up to are just like really normal people, and like a lot of them aren't even cool. And 99% of all this is networking and like playing the game and like being a politician and saying the right things at the right time, making the right music at the right time, jumping on the right trend at the right time. Like that's what fucking politicians do. Literally, that's what politicians do. They have their opinions based on the polls. They do, and that's what these people do. They have their opinions based on the way people think. Like it's literally the same thing. And also through meeting music people, like they're all crazy. They're all crazy. So then, if everyone in music is crazy, and it's 99% networking, and they say if you live with someone or you're around people that are mentally ill, you'll become mentally ill. No wonder everyone in this music shit is crazy, because it's all networking, and you're constantly talking to actually, honestly crazy people. And you become crazy because the whole thing is the whole industry is crazy, and the you truly have to kill who you are to be someone in this world. You truly have to kill who you are to and expect, like obviously not at this level, like the underground and stuff like that. You don't gotta. It's not that fucking big of a deal. I'm just a normal guy. Like Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out were my first songs as Meat Computer. It was my first songs really making like the high pitched voice stuff and like rapping and stuff, and like it just got attention. And like I ain't no like I don't have any connections in like the music world. I'm from a small town in Canada. Like I'm the last person to like know motherfuckers and da. Like on the underground level, doing the numbers I'm doing and shit. Like yeah, obviously, and even to like the millions. Like if you're making like getting millions of plays, getting like even $1 million, like it's not so much like that. But to get to that career, that the next level, yeah, of course you can't be yourself. You don't think Drake could come on live and talk the realest shit you've ever heard in your life? The guy's probably so smart, but he can't come out there and do that. Like, and it's not because it doesn't sell. For a long time I thought, well, it just doesn't sell. Like, people don't do that because it doesn't sell. It sells. A lot of people don't know this. J. Cole and Kendrick and people like, they make way more money than a Young Thug. I didn't know that. Young Thug was the one that said that in an interview. I didn't even know that. Like, there is people look like it's not even about saying it in lyrics, but people want real shit more than ever. People want real shit because everything's fake. Like, all the people we look up to are obviously keeping in how they feel about stuff. So everyone wants some real shit. So it's not that it doesn't sell. Drake's whole thing, at first a lot of people forget this, but he got popular off saying, like, off his lyrics. He was singing them, and he was kind of the first people to sing them, but a lot of people liked him because he was singing, but he was also saying some crazy real stuff. And I know he's probably a smart guy. I know everyone probably wants to act like Kanye and say whatever they want. But the thing is that you can't, because look what happens if you do. You know, like, especially at that level. So it's just like, I don't want that. I don't want to be in part of all that. I don't want to. And what do you have to do to even get to that level? Like, I don't want it that bad. I don't want to make the people in my hometown think I'm so cool that bad. I don't want to make girls and whatever, and I'm not that motivated to, like, it's like, the music industry really is a business of how bad do you really want it, and that's why you have these, like, what is his name, like, Weinstein type shit, like, how bad do you really want it? But it's not just girls are going out, they're going out to everyone. They're doing that to everyone. And, like, you gotta be a part of that world, like, you gotta want it. You gotta really, I don't want it that bad. Like, my goal is to make a couple $1,000s a month for the rest of my life off my art. That's really all I want. And for the first time in music, I think you're able to do that. But I wasn't happy being so scared and not coming on here and saying how I truly feel all the time, you know, all the time. And not just being, like, not no political shit, because I think both sides are kind of the same. They'll just drive you crazy. Like, both sides are just, you get caught up into your politics being your identity, and it's like, that's not who I am, and that's not anything I want to portray. I want to portray fun. I want the kids to have fun. I personally want to have fun. I don't want to come on here all serious and shit. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel even, it's not just what I want to do. It'll probably be even better for business, because say I build up this whole image or whatever, being the cool guy. Oh, I'm the cool rap guy. Okay. And I get a song with Young Thug and I'm this big. Okay. Well, that's going to go away, because that's not even really who I am. And, like, that's not even, like, that audience is very fickle. Like, that's why even the Oath shit, that was all, I just didn't want to be a part of that anymore. I didn't want to have those fans anymore. Like, I didn't want to have those hypersensitive fans, and nor do I want to have the hardcore to the other side fans, because it's not, like, they're not real fans. They're going to leave. As soon as I was to get bigger than I am, and you blow up, well, everyone in the underground hates on you anyways. And, like, as soon as you do something they don't like, they all hate it. So it's like, that audience isn't really even there. Like, so if my goal is to make $100,000 a year for the rest of my life off music, like, shouldn't I just be myself? Wouldn't it be a lot easier? Because I think if you guys knew who I actually was, and I came on here and actually talked like a normal person, and not just like be the cool, I'm gonna put on glasses and play music, and I'm just gonna be the cool guy and put up this, you know, I think you guys wouldn't like me. Like, I think I'm not gonna get past the point I'm at now being that anyways. So I kind of just took the, like, month to, like, I've been here all by myself. I'm at the same cabin I was at when I made Social Distancing from Reality and Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out, like, those music videos. And I'm here by myself this time. I don't have a girlfriend anymore, and I'm just, like, totally by myself. I haven't seen anyone in a month. Like, I kind of been going a little crazy, but the thing is that, like, I realized so much in that time, just taking that time to, like, get off this phone. And when you come back, you realize, like, how anxiety provoking it really is. And, like, I don't want it to be that way, because before I had any followers or anything, I had so much fun on here. People who followed me back when I was called Earth Boy, and I didn't give a shit. Like I didn't care at all. And I was like, it's not like I was super edgy or something like that, but I just didn't care. And I would come on here and there'd be 3 people in the live, but I'd be having the time of my life. And even back like last year, around this time last year, when I put out Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out, and people just started paying attention to me, like, I was having fun. But you notice when I was in Mexico and I got a little bigger, I wasn't going live anymore. I was barely going live. Because the truth is that everyone is basing their decisions off fear. It's not just music industry or acting. It's not just Hollywood. It's not just it's everyone. It's just the time. It's just the way of the times where everyone is basing all their decisions off fear. And I think for so long I let my anxiety control my life. And that's all fear-based decision making. So now I realize that there's only really two true things, two feelings, which is fear. You only make decisions off 2 things, fear and love. You know? So if you're not making a decision on love, you're making it out of fear. So I'm just going to start making my decisions based on love, and I'm going to stop being so strategic. Like before I was thinking about like doing stuff on here to get attention. And like if I do this, then I can drop an album, and then I can drop this song. Like I was thinking about it too much. And what it got me? Looking like a lame. I can't even listen to my old songs. I want to delete everything that's on the internet right now, other than probably Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out. Just because those are my first songs. And I don't, like, because when I made those songs, I didn't give a shit. And I didn't have anyone watching me. And then as soon as people started watching me, I started being a lame. And that's why all these motherfuckers in this are lame. They're probably cool in real life. They're probably cool, but they get so influenced by it. I understand. They get so influenced, and you get so scared that you start just being lame and like boring. So I just think I was being a lame. I wasn't being myself. I was just I like Soundtrack to the End of the World, but I made that before I called myself Me Computer or anything. I made that a long time ago. But yeah, like everything other than that, like everything I've made in the past year, I don't like it. Like I don't listen to my own music and I'm like, this is good. Like I don't even think this album and like what I'm making right now is really good. I just think I'm not perfected my voice yet. Like I haven't perfected where my sound yet at all. Like I feel like I'm Young Thug in like 2012 when he was still sounding like Lil Wayne, you know? Like, and he didn't fully find his voice yet. Like I still need to get to that 2014 Lifestyle and Barter 6. Like my shit ain't there yet. And you can hear it when you listen to it. Like it's still rough. It's still not at that level yet, but it takes time. You know, I've really only been doing this for a year. I've been working on music for a long time, but I've really only been rapping and taking it really seriously for a year. And like I know where it can go. Like people might think it might not sound the best right now, but I know where it can go, and at least it sounds different. Cause yeah, everyone pitches up their voice and shit, but everyone when they pitch up their voice, it sounds the same. And like I actually do it's not even about what I actually do, like a high pitched voice. It's not really about the talent or nothing like that. It's about the mindset of making good songs. And like I think I'm a better songwriter than I am. I think my voice really holds me back. I think I'm a better songwriter than I am a performer or anything like that. But if you listen to my songs, I think they're good. Like structure, the beats, and the melodies. And like if Drake sung it or some amazing vocalist sung it, I think they'd be hits. You know, a lot of the songs. Not anything out, but like you get what I'm saying. I think the stuff I'm making now, yeah. But I don't know. It's just like I just got to be myself, and I wasn't being myself before, and I was taking this way too serious, and I was like, I was letting what people thought affect my life, and I was letting, I was doing things that I thought people would think is cool, and not what I think is cool, and whenever I do stuff that I think is cool, it actually does well, and it's not even about if it does well. I shouldn't care if it does well financially or something, or get me to a place where I can start making money. It's just I just wanna do what I think is cool, because that's where Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out and Soundtrack to the World and stuff like that came from. It was when I first started doing the Meet Computer high pitched voice. No one thought I was cool. Even the whole scene type thing, they never accepted me. That's why I went so hard at them, is literally just because they never accepted me, and I just, I think they're lame. Like, I think a lot of people in this shit are pretty fucking lame, and they don't have any personality at all, Like, I think what's really changed is in 2016, 2017, everyone had personality, but their music was kind of ass, like 2016, 2017, everyone was a big personality, but the music wasn't there. Where now, I think everyone that has like good music, it might not be it kind of boring and not interesting, but like they're good at music, but they're fucking boring. They're boring people. Like, we're the first generation more conservative than our parents. Like, every generation has been more crazy than the last. And I think we're the first generation that's more conservative. And not in the way that we vote or identify. We might identify as liberal or whatever, but we're more conservative in our thought. And the idea of conservatism nowadays, like the Trump conservatism, is not really like your grandparents' conservatism. Like, our generation, we call ourselves liberal, but we're actually conservative like our grandparents. Like, in our ways of thinking, and like simply in the way that we don't have fun, man. Fun is illegal. Like, we're not even allowed to have fun. Like, people aren't allowed, like, people go to the bar. This is even pre like all this. Like 2019, people weren't having fun. People didn't know how to have fun. You go to the bar, girls are standing there. Girls are just like this on their phones. Guys are standing at the wall. Like, and if they are having fun, it's in such a weird way. Like, it's not. So it's like, we're socially not there. You can't even go up to a girl in real life without her thinking it's weird. So the only way you can find a mate is on the internet. Like, you can't interact with people. Everyone's a narcissist deep down, and they don't know how to have fun. So at the end of the day, it's like, I don't think it was ever like this. I don't think it's ever been like this, where 20-year-olds are like trying to like settle down. Like, most like people by the time they're like 25 are like trying to have a kid. Like, bruh, you have time. You have time to be able. If you're in your 20s, don't focus on a girl or a guy or whatever, because by the time you're 30, especially if you're a girl, don't focus on a guy, because by the time he's 30, he's going to be a completely different guy. And like, live your life. Like, you're not going to be able to live your life. Like, and I think that's what 2016, 2017 was refreshing, in that sense of like, there was a little bit of fun for like a year, but it's like, the music wasn't there. And we can do both now. Like, motherfuckers can have fun, and the music can be really good and different. And we can bring it to that next level. And we don't need the labels. But this is what happened with the labels. I'll tell you what happened with we don't need we never needed the labels, all that stuff. But we still have the label mindset. Not that we want to get on a label, but we think like a label as artists. We just think about what's going to sell. You get what I'm saying? They don't need to control us with the label. Because 4 labels own all the independent labels. And those labels, they don't need any money. They don't need money. They own the whole 4 companies own the whole entertainment business. They don't need Meet Computer fucking da-da-da. They don't need that. They want to sign motherfuckers to control them. Honestly, at this point, that's it. And they control the narrative, and they control the way young people think. So 4 companies can control the way young people think. Isn't that interesting? But we don't even need them anymore. They don't need to even sign us anymore because we already think the way they want us to without even signing. We totally, completely do what they want us to do without, like, it's like the whole thing with people thinking the government and all this stuff is trying to, like, I don't know, whatever. Like, they don't need to. They don't need to. You're already doing what they want you to do. All government wants you to do is pay taxes. That's how they make money. We stop paying taxes, like, that's it. If we just figure out we don't gotta pay taxes and we just don't do it, they're fucked. So at the end of the day, it's like, they don't need to control us. They already got us under control. We're already doing what they want us to do. So all it takes is, this is what I realized, because I looked up to a lot of people in the underground. And then I made 2 songs and got kind of in the underground. And then about 6 months later, I realized I'm influencing the underground. And not to be like big-headed and da-da-da, but I noticed I was influencing motherfuckers in the way they're acting and whatever. And maybe that's just me being a narcissist or whatever. Maybe they weren't, but maybe they were. But it's not that cool, whatever. But it was just shocking to me how easy it was. It was shocking to me how easy it is to, like, get attention online. And it's shocking to me how easy it is to be, like, cool or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, motherfuckers don't think for themselves. Like producers. Okay, I come from a producer mindset. I've produced for so long. Like, everyone just jumps on the trends. Like, everyone's just making yeet type beats now. And last summer they were making whatever. Like, you're gonna get so much further making some crazy weird shit. When people send me beats and it's just the craziest, weirdest, like, their own style. That's why, like even just thinking outside the box like that, it's gonna get you so much further than trying to sound like Yeet, right? Like, you could perfect that sound. You could sound exactly like him. You could sound exactly like Young Thug. You could sound exactly like whatever person you look up to, right? No one's gonna care. I promise you, no one's gonna care. No one's actually gonna care, you know, because someone already sounds like that. So at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want about my music or whatever. And I don't think it's fully 100% I found my sound yet. But I got my own sound. And when I find it, you know, people are going to love it, people are going to hate it. But the thing is, it's going to be my sound. And it doesn't matter. A motherfucker who doesn't have their own sound can't say shit to me. Period. Like, I won't even pay attention. I won't even take I won't even take it as, if someone I look up to or someone who did their own thing says something to me, then yeah, I'm not that big-headed that I'm like. But the thing, at the end of the day, it's like, if you ain't doing your own thing, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's not easy. At the end of the day, you just say, okay, well, do your own thing, sound your... It's not easy. It took me a long time to actually, like, find my sound that is, like, you know, like, it's not easy. It takes a lot of dedication and hard work to actually perfect that. I don't even think I've found it now. So it's like, bro, you just gotta... You can't focus on the Twitter. You can't focus on trying to make... People are doing this music shit for the wrong reasons, man. They're trying to get girls. They're trying to get the people in their hometown, the girls that didn't ever fuck with them. They're trying to get them to, like, you know, look, you should have gave me attention. They're trying to get attention from people. They're trying to look at people. They're trying to get people in the scene to like them. They're trying to get blogs and get on playlists and whatever. They're trying to fit into a certain thing. And it's like, one, that is not a good business move. But two, even if you achieved your goals, you'd be miserable, man. You don't even understand what this is. Like, you don't understand what you're getting yourself into. Like, this ain't the selling mattresses in your local town industry. This is a different business, man. This is the music industry. This is the most evil shit ever. So if you get to that top that you want to be at, you're gonna be miserable. your life's gonna suck. That's why I'm not too motivated anymore. A year ago, I was like, I'm trying to be da-da-da. I see it. It sucks. It ain't nothing to even strive for. I'm just striving to try to make some money so I don't have to get a job. That's it. So no one can help me do that. And what I notice is that everyone plays the game because they want to work with each other, because networking is everything. And say you work with artists and you get their fans and da-da-da, all that shit. And it works, yeah. But I've had bigger artists hit me up. I could make a song with them, right? But as long as if I'm not on their label, and I'm Canadian, so it's hard for me to go to the US, I need a visa, all that stuff. So like if I'm not there in a music video and it's their hot new single, what is it really gonna do for me? And if I am gonna be there and I am gonna be on their hot new single and music video and they promote it like a motherfucker, they're not even gonna do that unless I'm signed to them or signed to the label or signed. So now I'm gonna get a 10% contract that I get 10%, which is industry standard. And just to get in of whatever little, like, they can't do anything for you. You could work with Drake, man. You could work with the biggest artist in the world. You could work with Drake. It ain't gonna be what you think. The bitches ain't even gonna really care that much. And the girls that do, you don't even really want to hang out with them anyways. And people are just gonna hate. Like, you're not gonna get what you want, and you ain't gonna blow up like that unless you're really different. And even if you do blow up, your whole life's gonna be kind of shitty. So it's like, why? Why am I doing all this? Why am I stressing out? Why am I trying to play the game? Why am I trying to like, why do I care? Why don't I just come on here like this and talk my shit? Because at the end of the day, that what makes me happy. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. And I think for my business, it would actually help more. Because I could get a smaller fan base and more people might not like me or whatever. Because I'm taking the risk of going out there and actually speaking my mind. That no one does out of fear, which I don't blame them because I did that for a long time. But to get what? To get what? Be washed up in a year and have everyone, I don't know. It's just like I ain't doing all that, and I ain't gonna sell my soul to shit to like get to that top level. So I ain't tripping on it, man. Like I'm not trying to like. I ain't trying to be an artist like that. So I'm just trying to do my little thing and keep doing what I'm doing. And, like, I think it's going to work out better that way than doing all this other shit these motherfuckers are doing. Because all the motherfuckers that hate on me, they can't keep 80 people in their life. They might get their attention and get up there. But this whole time people have stayed. Why have you guys stayed? Because it's some real shit, right? It ain't even that real. And I ain't even that smart of a guy. I bet you most people in here are smarter than me, but people don't do it. I had all you guys here before. I never went live and talked. When I had no people, I went live and talked all the time because it's scary, you know. I don't blame them because they have us all based on fear. That's why they don't even need to sign us. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to control us. We're already under control. We want to be controlled. It's easier, you know. We don't have to think for ourselves. That's why people like dictatorships and stuff like that. They actually do kind of like it when they're in it because at least they have someone telling them what to do. That's why people like, you're not really a man until your father dies. And more than that, you don't have anyone telling you the answers. Like, I'm in this situation with my life that my dad died when I was 15, but also, like, I don't really have, like, a male figure in my life. And, like, my mom and whatever, they don't know what to do. Like, they don't know what to tell me what to do with my life. They can't help me with all this stuff. So I have to figure it out on my own, and that's part of becoming a man. You have to figure shit out on your own. You're not a man when you have someone telling you that you can go to that's telling you what to do. It's like, that doesn't mean don't take advice from people, but it just means like you have that person and or whatever. And motherfucker, you just gotta think for yourself. Because these people they like having a dictator or whatever because it's someone telling them what to do. People like having Twitter tell them what to do, what to think, what to say, because they don't have to think for themselves. It's easier that way. I don't have to figure it out. I can just repeat shit I hear. Because that's smart people nowadays. Well, that's always been being smart, but especially nowadays, motherfuckers don't think. They're not thinking. They're hearing something, repeating it. And that's what I'm doing half the time too. What's being smart at a school? You learn something and you remember it and then you repeat it. That's what being smart is. So no wonder motherfuckers do the same thing with music. But bruh, this ain't school. School getting fucked. School getting fucked. That's about it. School getting fucked in the ass. That's all about what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna play some songs off the album. Enough of this ranting, because I know I'm just kind of like going off topic now. Okay, so I'm gonna drop. I made this whole album like this month. I took the whole summer off of making music. I didn't make summer from May 11th till September 1st. I didn't make any music. And there's only one song on here that I made before and then like fixed up and da-da-da. But all these songs I made in the last 20 days. Do I think it's revolutionary, next level, da-da-da, gonna make me break through and it's the next fucking Nirvana in the 90s type shit? Probably fucking not, no. But did I desperately need to drop some music? Yeah, and also I think it's better than anything I have out, so like I can't even list anything I have out. Guys, cringe, man. Like I can't do it anymore. This is a whole new me. Like I gotta be myself because I look back on my old music. I look back on my just my old posts and stuff. Like it's cringe. I don't know how. I really appreciate all you motherfuckers fucking with me because I don't know how you do. I was cringy, man. So let's try to. Is this gonna work? Okay. Here's one of the songs off the album.
How to be an artist. Step 1. Don't have any opinions that are different from the 15-year-olds on the website twitter.com.
Is it too loud? I tried to be like Drake. If you're reading this, it's too late on this one. It's like a diss on the whole scene, honestly.
Follow me, over to the beat, I should get my teeth, some of the scenes.